Since September, students across the UK have been creating designs made from 100% recycled materials, all in a bid to nab a spot in the Kouture World Finals.
Tonight, we will showcase to you, the viewers at home, the London City finalists for 2023.
Hello and welcome back to the Kouture City Finals 2023. Tonight we are celebrating our London designs with a jaw-dropping lineup filled with creativity, innovation and of course sustainability. I'm Sean Tracy.
And I'm Orla Morris-Tulin, and my oh my do we have a show-stopping lineup for you tonight. I'm talking designs made from pistachio shells, fishing nets, feathers, you name it, it is all on show on your screens tonight.
That's right, Orla. We have a magnificent group of finalists from across the UK sitting at the edge of their seats, waiting patiently to see their design here this evening. And we are officially 5 days away from the all-important Kouture World Finalist announcement. So make sure you tune in to the Kouture TikTok on Monday, the 15th of May, mark that in your calendars, to find out if your design will be announced as one of the 10 designs heading to the second Kouture World Final in London later this year.
The 10 designs chosen by our London judge will go head-to-head against students from Ireland, Italy, France, the United Arab Emirates and New York, all in a bid to be crowned Kouture World Designer of the Year. And if the 2022 World Final was anything to go off, this is going to be the event of the year.
I think it's fair to say that 2022 was a monumental year for Kouture London, with 10 exceptional designs selected to represent London at the first ever Kouture World Final in Abu Dhabi. So let's take a look back at their time on the World Final stage.
Well, versed in saying goodbye to the wrong ones, I get better at moving on every time. Always love me so much more after I'm long gone, but history is the furthest thing from my mind. Doing my thing, working on me, only got eyes for diamonds. Yeah, I'm vibing. Lost what you had, you want it back, but I'm just fine, yeah. Sorry, I'm not crying. I'd rather be with nobody than with somebody who let me be someone to lose. I'd rather be with nobody than with somebody like you. Expectations in the sky for the right one. Put my heart on a pedestal if you want it. Need somebody who needs me to put their hands on me. You were never on that wave if I'm honest. Doing my thing, working on me, only got eyes for diamonds. Yeah, I'm vibing. Lost what you had, you want it back, but I'm just fine, yeah. Sorry, I'm not crying. I'd rather be with nobody than with somebody who let me be someone to lose. I'd rather be with nobody than with somebody like you. Nobody, someone to lose. Nobody, someone like you.
Whoa!
The designs, the performances, the creativity. London set the bar super high last year. One UK design in particular that made a huge impact on the judges was the London Designer of the Year for 2022, Jump for Joy. This incredible design was created by Orla Niera from Inverness Royal Academy, who managed to create a couture, show-stopping, runway-ready design out of a trampoline. So let's take a look back at their winning moment.
Congratulations to Jump for Joy.
Orla, you have just been crowned the UK Kouture World Finalist.
I'm so happy, I'm gonna jump.
You're
so happy.
She's quite literally jumping for joy. She's quite literally jumping for joy.
It's been amazing, it's been really fun, it's been a challenge, and if I've learned anything, it's the more challenges you have, the more creative you become, and I just find that this experience has been really amazing, so thank you all very much.
Oh, what a way to end it. Congratulations, Orla, UK champion! Woo!
You love to see it. Junk Kouture London absolutely smashed the World Final 2022. The students had such a memorable experience that we even have some familiar faces back again at this year's City Final, creating new looks with the hopes to secure their place again at the prestigious Junk Kouture World Final taking place later this year.
That's things we love to see. People coming back, we love it. And who knows, this could be you in 2023. So I think it's time to check in with the person who has studied, reviewed, and pretty much obsessed, I think it's fair to say, over these Junk Kouture designs. Alongside our wonderful, long-standing technical judge, Jane Levy, we have the one, the only, Maureen Vague, back again to share her wisdom.
Maureen, it is so lovely to see you again. How are you feeling to be back as the judge for Junk Kouture London this year?
I am so excited. I am so excited to be judging this year's Junk Kouture again. I genuinely, hands on heart, thought it was one of the highlights of last year for me. Seeing the designs, speaking to the young people, the talent, God, the talent, it's mind-blowing. I left last year feeling so inspired. I felt so inspired when I saw how incredibly talented and how passionate and how knowledgeable these young people were. I'm so happy that I'm doing it again.
And I'm so eager to know, Maureen, after judging the World Final 2022 in Abu Dhabi and seeing the designs up close and personal, what are you now looking for in the designs in this year's competition?
I love originality. I love designs that have a purpose, that have a strong message, but I also love designs that are visually beautiful. I always like to think, would I genuinely wear that? Is that something that actually could be worn on a red carpet? So there are different things that I'm looking for, I think. And when it all comes together, that's when it's magic.
Thank you, Maureen. We will check back in with you later. Now, Maureen isn't the only one we want to hear from.
Oh, no.
No, that's right. We want to hear from our wonderful Junk Kouture community watching tonight. So make sure you're posting pictures of your favourite designs, tagging us at Junk Kouture and using hashtag Junk Kouture London for a chance to be featured on our socials.
So make sure you get tagging. Okay, Sean, let's see the first set of designs. Without further ado, here are the Junk Kouture London City Finalists 2023.
Our first set of London finalists kicking things off, and what an incredible start. A lot of colour and unique materials used throughout there. It's crazy the things you can make when you turn junk into couture.
Absolutely, Sean, I couldn't agree more, but especially with the likes of Drenched in Denim and Candy Cupcake. have to say I want them in my wardrobe. It's a must. It is a must. But it is time to check in with the professionals themselves. We have our amazing judge, Maureen Bake, eagerly waiting to comment on the explosion of creativity she just witnessed. Maureen, what design caught your eye?
These designs are so beautiful. After last year, I thought I'd be prepared for the level of talent, but they were amazing. There were a couple, though, that definitely caught my eye. I loved Veiled. I thought it was really different. I couldn't believe it when I saw that they had never sewn before, but I think the message behind Veiled is really beautiful. I love the way they've got the quotation on it as well. As an English teacher, that really impressed me. I also think Candy Cupcake was completely beautiful, like visually. It was something where I thought, ooh, that's so pretty, I could wear that. The colors, the way they merged together, the detail on it, and the shape. To get the shape like that but still make it so neat, I thought that was incredible. And I'd also like to point out Dulce Decorum Est. I know, whoever knew you can use a trampoline net and hula hoops and all of this kind of stuff and make it so stylish. It looks trendy, but it looks strong. I particularly love the design kind of across the chest, across the front. Some really, really beautiful stuff in Group 1.
Thank you, Maureen. Incredible comments so far. I think everyone who just witnessed that is blown away, just like Maureen. I'm so impressed.
They really, really are. But the decision is not going to get any easier, because here are some more thought-provoking designs. Wow. Okay, there are too many standouts for me personally, but did you see the extravaganza of Media's geometry?
Very, very
And what a
impressive.
name,
I know. And I loved the message of misrepresentation. Very, very relevant today. Okay, Maureen, what did you make of that? Any showstoppers?
It's so difficult. It's so difficult to pick favorites when all of them are so beautiful. If I had to say what caught my eye, I'd say Story of the Sea was, I thought, lovely. The choice of colors was really clever, because obviously blue represents the sea, but then with that burst of orange, I thought that was really striking. And the texture on the sash, there were kind of parts of it that really stand out, and that feels like a deliberate choice. And I think that was really nice. I also kind of fell in love with Media's geometry. God, it left me a little bit speechless. The shape is so it's so interesting, but it still looks very mature. It still looks very sophisticated. It doesn't look silly. It somehow still looks really stylish. And God, it must have taken hours. That really took my breath away. Actually, I'd really like to point out Nomad. I like the idea of how it feels deliberately rough. Like it's imperfect, but you can see that's to create a particular effect. It feels really fierce. It feels really real. And I think it feels really contemporary. I find it really interesting.
Thank you, Maureen. We're not finished yet.
Nope.
We have one more group of London City finalists to go.
And if you're watching at home, I'm sure you have a few favorites so far. So don't forget to share them with us by posting pictures, tagging at Junkature, and again, using hashtag JunkatureLondon. And who knows, you might feature on our socials.
Get tagging! But now it's time for our last set of Junkature London finalists. Can you believe it already?
No, it's happened really quick. I'm kind of
know.
disappointed.
I
But I'm
want
not
more.
disappointed by the designs. They've been amazing.
I want more. Okay, let's get into it. London. I think London is here for the win. There is no doubt about it. The standard. I'm seeing a lot of material manipulation, adventurous techniques. Like they're
Yes.
really going for gold here.
Absolutely.
And more than that, inspirational stories, which is something that really I look for and I absolutely love. But wow, what a lineup. Incredible.
Couldn't agree more, Orla. For the final time tonight, Maureen, what did you make of our final set of designs there?
It's a very difficult job. I just want to point out it's a very difficult job. I had a few favorites here, actually. I really liked Wishing on a Ribbon. When I read the design description, I thought that was really, really thoughtful. It really stood out to me, actually, having the list of wishes from children. It was just so original. It felt really emotive. The idea of wishes coming true. I thought that was just great. But then the actual outfit also looks equally beautiful. It's really tidy, the way it's short at the front and then long at the back. I think it's a really sophisticated design. I also really liked Pistachio Punk. The photography I thought was great, but then if you look at the actual outfit, I mean, can you imagine pistachio shells, crisp packets, all of that creating such a stunning dress? And it really is a proper dress. Yeah, super impressive. Love that. And I'd lastly like to mention Plight of the Pangolin. It's really simple. It's different from other designs because, you know, with it all being one color, it feels a lot more simple, but then it's got all that intricate detail, the belt around the middle, the matching bag. And I think that's what makes it stand out.
And Maureen, from judging the Junk Kouture World Final 2022, not an easy task. What advice would you give to the students who make it through to this year's 2023 World Final?
I said the same thing last year and I'll say the same thing again. You've got to enjoy it. This is such a massive, massive moment, such a massive platform, such a massive achievement. You can't sit there and be worried about, am I going to win? And be nervous, because you've got to enjoy and embrace every minute of this. Just the fact that you have created a design, just the fact that you have the opportunity for people to see your designs, the world to see your designs on the stage, is the biggest compliment and accomplishment, and you should enjoy every minute of it because you've worked hard to make those designs. You should enjoy every minute of people admiring them.
Thank you, Maureen. Orla, I'm so glad we're on this side of things because I literally have no idea how Maureen is going to make this decision.
Me either, Sean. But the decision will be announced next Monday, the 15th of May, over on the Junk Kouture TikTok Live. So set your reminders and make sure that you tune in.
Yep.
You could be on that plane to the Junk Kouture World Final in London 2023.
Even saying it puts a smile on my face. I'm so excited. And I think this is the perfect time to give our Junk Kouture students a reminder as to why they're all here, what they're all working towards. Let's take a look.
And do you think 10 of those designs we saw here tonight will be embarking on that journey and competing against 50 other finalists from across the globe, all in a bid to be crowned Junk Kouture World Designer of the Year? Blows my mind.
Very, very exciting. Year on year, Junk Kouture affords young creatives with incredible opportunities like this one we're discussing this year. It's no different. From alumni speaking on panel discussions with our global partner Deloitte, to a lineup of designers featuring on a global social media campaign with Microsoft. That's right, that happened. Locally, we had some of the London designs grace the stage of the St. Patrick's Day Festival in Trafalgar Square back in March, while others flew to Barcelona and represented at the World Retail Congress.
It was absolutely incredible, which is why in April we were ecstatic to launch the Junk Kouture Future Leaders Programme, a community of Junk Kouture alumni who want to make a change in the world. Whether it's in the fight for climate justice, fashion design, sustainability, whatever it is, we want to give your voice a platform. Take a look at this.
Your competition cycle might be over, but your journey with Junk Kouture doesn't have to end. Introducing Junk Kouture Future Leaders, the ultimate network for young creatives, future fashion designers, sustainability enthusiasts, and innovative leaders ready to make their mark as the future leaders of our world. As an alumni, you can get access to industry events and workshops, the chance to feature in campaigns and photo shoots, and even the possibility of securing work experience or mentorships with our global partners, all whilst we continue to spotlight your talents to our creative community.
One of my favourite things that I did was I was part of their global launch in London and Paris. It was totally empowering walking down the street in these unreal cities.
Junk Kouture has done so much for me. It has boosted my confidence immensely.
So Junk Kouture really shaped my career choices, as I've always known I wanted to do fashion, but this just pushed me to make that decision.
You have those connections with people that keep on building and building. And that creates like a great community for basically everyone.
But there's more. For alumni who are ready to take their involvement with Junk Kouture to the next level, you can become a Junk Kouture ambassador, representing the voices of youth and driving change in the world by speaking on global stages and platforms. So what are you waiting for? The world needs your voice and vision because you are a future leader. Speaking of opportunity for alumni, we are delighted to have the one and only Maxime O'Sullivan join us as a student judge for this year's City Finals. Maxime is our 2019 Irish Designer of the Year and is currently studying fashion at Central St. Martin's in London. So he knows exactly what he's talking about when it comes to upcycle designs on the runway.
Maxime has been working alongside our technical judge, Jane Levy, the Programme Director for Fashion Design at Griffith College, and is here to give his feedback on the designs we saw tonight. I am buzzing to hear from him. Maxime, it's so lovely to see you! You are a Junk Kouture ambassador if there ever was one. You've gone from designer to a judge. So tell me what Junk Kouture has done for you and what has been the main takeaway from the whole experience.
Yeah, so I think first off, Junk Kouture really helped me realize what I like to do, what's my niche in fashion. So I really like to look at material manipulations and really bringing the concept to the fore through materials. And it also gave me such a confidence to pursue what I wanted to do. So before Junk Kouture, I always knew I wanted to do something creative, but I never realized that I could make a career out of this. So it was such a great opportunity, and I'm forever grateful to Junk Kouture for showing me that it's something that can be done, and it's something that if you put your mind to it, you can really do anything. So it was such a great experience to really learn that, and that's something I'm always thankful for Junk Kouture.
Again, that's what we love to hear. Brilliant. And Maxime, now comes the hard part. You weren't looking forward to this. What design stood out to you here tonight? We really were spoiled for choice.
So for London, the ones that really stood out to me were End of an Era, Plythe the Pangolin, and Media's Geometry. So Media's Geometry was such a well-constructed design, but they used these really simple materials of the magazines and just totally elevated them with so much thought behind it, and looked so much research as well, which I really appreciated. The isimiaki and the origami, and everything was just so well put together, but telling and highlighting a really important story as well. Ticked all the boxes for me. Plythe the Pangolin was really well done too, using such a simple material of cardboard, but I can tell from what I saw that it has such an interesting movement to it, and I think that will work so well in the future for them, and just so much work put into it that it really highlights such an important story that I think we all have to learn a lot more about for pangolins. And End of an Era, again, such a interesting everyday material, but just the way they put it together was so good and worked so well. Such a striking silhouette, and I can't wait to see kind of what they can do more with maybe performance with it a bit more, and just such great design.
Thank you, Maxime. Okay, we know everyone at home is on the edge of their seat waiting to find out if they are taking one of those 10 places to the Junk Kouture World Final in London 2023. Well, this is your official 5-day countdown until our TikTok Live on Monday the 15th of May, where myself and Sean will be delivering that all-important information. So set your reminders and tune in.
And a huge well done, and thank you to everyone who competed this evening. To all of the educators and the students, you are the change makers of the future and are paving the path to a more sustainable tomorrow.
And we want to say a huge thank you to the wonderful UK judge, Maureen Baig, our technical judge, Jane Levy, and student judge, Maxime O'Sullivan. You did not have an easy job, but you knocked it out of the park tonight.
That is all from us here tonight. So thank you for tuning in, and don't forget, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m, we will be showcasing the Junk Kouture Milan City finalists. And if you miss any of the City finals this week, don't worry, because they're staying up here on YouTube, so you, your family, your friends, your pets, and everyone else can rewatch them as much as you like.
And we will see you then. Good night.